Hi, Mom. This is Danny, your number 2 son, and according to my siblings, they're spoiled number 2 son, the second of 4 of us. We're putting this together on your 96th birthday. Coincidentally, actually, it just worked out to be on your birthday. We thought we'd do this little video and put it in a folder or a frame that you could watch, and it would just sort of loop and hopefully just loop around so that you can keep our faces fresh in your mind and some good memories of the times we have all spent together. Some of us have included other family members just out of time. We put this together pretty quickly, and some were super busy and couldn't contribute a whole lot. But again, we just want you to know that we all love you, and you are fresh in our minds, and we just want to keep our faces fresh in yours. So I hope you enjoy this. Each of us have gathered a series of pictures, basically at random, I believe, in some sequence. But we have provided narrative, hopefully as though we're sitting next to you with a photo album looking at the photos. I have a lot of my family's, Trevor's and Kyle's pictures grouped with mine, courtesy of Becky and Adele. And I don't always remember what the event was, but we always enjoy looking at them. So enjoy, and look at it this often, because we think of you often. Thanks, Mom. And again, coincidentally, happy birthday. Now for me, Mom, let's start off with some photos of me, some way back and some more current. This first one, that's a long time ago. I wish I looked that young. This was at your house. I'm not sure what the gathering was, but most likely somebody's birthday. I don't think it was Christmas, but boy, I was a lot younger then. Trust me. I feel my age, Mom. Let's see what the next one here is. The next one is Adele. One of the times she came to visit when I was still working at Lake Patrol. So that was, let's see, I've been retired almost 6 years. So within 7-8 years, again, I wish I looked that young. We were in our boathouse, either just finishing a boat ride or just getting ready to head out on a boat ride. You can see the boats right in behind us and the roll-up door off to the right. It's I enjoyed that job a lot. Looks like Adele enjoyed the anticipation or the satisfaction of the boat ride. Let's see what's next. I'm guessing we were just getting ready to go, because here I am just backing out of the boathouse. That seems like it was so long ago. But yeah, you can see we're just coming out of that big roll-up door. You can see the sort of the window right off to the right edge, the top edge of the picture. What else we got here? Oh, there I am holding her. This has to be Allison. Oh, sweetheart. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. That's you and me at your new home. I'm not sure who was taking the picture, but I'm looking pretty sheepish. You look pretty comfortable. That's closer to my age now, but obviously it's more recent than the last ones we were looking at. I don't know. You look pretty happy. And this is the last of this group of me, essentially. That is me and all my grandkids. No, we got them all. This is at Kyle and Megan's house. Let's see, can't really tell. Oh, it wasn't that long ago. I don't know. It's got a Lego kit right in front of Allison there. Off to the right is Benjamin, the young boy. And then there's me. And then I'm holding Catherine on my lap. And then there's her big sister, who looks like a missing tooth, with Abby above her. And then there's good old Emma, sweetheart Emma, and Allison right next to her. That's all the pictures about me. Here are a couple of photos. Unfortunately, one of those was extremely busy with work, and as I said, we sort of came about this project on a whim. So he wasn't able to get us too many. I think Adele or Becky sent me these photos. I believe this is when he comes to visit you for your birthday. Let's see here. Here you and he are at a restaurant somewhere. I don't know where it is. You might know where it is, but good old Al on the right and you getting out and enjoying yourself. Both look really happy. Al looks really good. Let's see what the next one is. I think the next one is, looks like you getting ready to head out to his car, or coming back from, I'm not sure which, but from one of his visits for you. It's really cool that he comes to visit you on your birthdays. Again, you look really good there, Mom. Let's see what we've got next. Here are a series of photos that Al sent to us. It looks like there are about 6 of them. I don't really know too much about them, other than one. I think the last one is that really nice glass vase that I remember being in the family. So I'll just play these as slides and let you enjoy them for a little bit, and then we'll move on to I believe it's Becky and Glenn's submission. So enjoy.
Okay.
Becky celebrating her birthday in San Francisco. Glenn and Becky with the family getting ready to walk across the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. Taking a break before heading back across the bridge to San Francisco. A reward at the end of the day, enjoying a great Italian dinner. At another time, we're having lunch at a park in the San Francisco Hills. A beautiful sunset from Becky's front yard. Glenn, Becky, and Laura's family on a trip to Costa Rica. Glenn and Becky on a swinging bridge in Costa Rica. Cliff dwellings on our trip to New Mexico. Glenn and Becky at Hat Rock near Monument National Valley in Utah. Glenn and Becky hiking in Arches National Park. Monument Valley, Utah. Glenn and Becky at the Grand Canyon. Old Faithful Yellowstone National Park. Glenn, Becky, Eric, and Leah at Yosemite Falls. Glenn and Becky with a racehorse at a thoroughbred farm in Kentucky. Becky feeding a racehorse in Kentucky. Aubrey, Laura's youngest, having breakfast at Papa and Noni's after a sleepover.
Hi Clancy, it's Leah. How are you doing? I am in Roseville and we have lived here for a long time. I can't remember if you saw our house, but I don't think you did. So I'm at home and I have a Bible study I do with Mom and take care of stuff around here, meet with people for lunch. And I remember when I was little, when we used to go to Sears and CU, I remember the candy counter that we used to go get candy at. And then I remember a lot of times we would do stuff around that you loved, Disneyland. So we would go to Disneyland and we all went together and would see Mickey, and you had that red shirt I remember that we all had. So anyway, I hope you're having a super great day and that you are enjoying your time in Arizona. I'm sure it's still warm. It's cold here. I love you very much.
Hey Clancy, this is Eric. Just thinking about you, and I know that your red Mickey Mouse shirt with your girls when we all went to Disneyland that one time, it was super fun. I'm just doing the same thing like Leah was saying. I am still working and I do a lot of consulting and various different things like that with a lot of first responders, so they're my customers. But I get to do that and then just hanging out here up in Roseville, California, Northern California. And that is about it. I hope you're doing great, and I just pray that you get to enjoy the rest of your day.
Hi Clancy, this is Braylon. I recently graduated from college and now I'm working for my church. I'm the marketing specialist there, so I get to do a lot of social media stuff for my church, which is really awesome and something that I really love. I remember, like my dad mentioned, you had a red Mickey Mouse shirt that you would wear, along with Noni and my mom, and I think Auntie Dell had one too. And I know you love Disney so much. I love Disney so much too. So in college, I used to have an annual pass, and we would go like once a week with my friends, which is super fun. And I would always think of you when I would go. But I hope you're doing super well, and I love you so much. Bye.
Hi Clancy, it's Lara. When I was thinking about doing this video, the thing that I thought about talking to you about was when I was at Point Loma in college, and I remember emailing you back and forth over the course of a year or so or more. And I was talking to you about this guy named Eric. And I was like, I think I like him. Let me tell you about him. And then we started dating. And then you were just there to listen and then email me back and ask me more questions. And it was kind of fun that you were at the beginning of this whole relationship. And then we ended up getting married, and you were able to come to our wedding. And now we have been married for 27 and a half years. And so here he is right here, and he's gonna say hi.
Hi Clancy, good to talk to you, or good to do a video for you. My memory that I was talking to Lara about is I think we were still dating. I don't think Lara and I were married yet, but your family had a family reunion at Disneyland. And I remember you were all dressed up. I can't remember exactly what you were wearing, but you were super excited to be there. You were there, your other daughter was there, a bunch of us were there, and it was really cool just to see you having fun. I remember eating at that little Mexican restaurant across from where the boats are at Disneyland. So it was super fun just to see the smile on your face, and you've always struck me as someone who knows how to have fun. So super excited to see you again sometime soon.
We love you so much, and we have kids that I'm going to have in the next video. So we love you.
Bye.
Hi. Hi Clancy, it's Lara again. I wanted to have our kids talk to you. Ryan, you met for the first time when he was a baby. We went to one of Anais' birthday parties at Uncle Al and Aunt Shirley's house in Oakland. You were staying with them for a little bit to visit. And the thing that I remember is we were all outside, and Uncle Al had put a piñata up, kind of like hanging from the roof, and we all sat out there and watched the kids hit at it. But he was a baby then, but he's not a baby now. He is now 19 years old. So here he is.
Hi, Clancy.
So he loves cars and is working at a car dealership and loving it. And we're loving having him home and enjoy seeing him love what he's doing. Okay, so the next child that you're going to see in a minute is Aubrey. And Aubrey, you met when she was a bit older. She came with us to celebrate your 90th birthday party, our 90th birthday in Arizona. I remember that day, all the girls, excuse me, all the girls, Auntie Dell, my mom, myself, and Aubrey got you and took you to a bookstore, your favorite place. You got to wander around and look at books, and you bought a couple of them. And then we went to lunch at Freddy's, which all of us love. And then later that day, we went to Kyle's house and we celebrated your birthday. They made spaghetti and we had cake and sang to you and you opened your presents. It was a really fun day. So I want to say Aubrey was maybe around, I don't know, 10-ish when that happened. But now she is 16 and she is a junior in high school. She just started driving and is hoping to get her driver's license in December. And she loves theater. So she's going to be in a musical in November. What's the musical's name?
Addams Family.
Addams Family. She's very excited about that. So,
Big rehearsal today.
yeah, she's very busy with lots of things to do and practices for that. Okay, and then we also have Jacob, but he's not here right now. I can't remember when you met him, but I think he was a baby when you met him too. But I love you and I hope you have a good day. Bye.
Hi, Mom. This is Danny again. Adele sent some pictures that she didn't have any narration for, and there's not too many of her. This first one is one of her and you at Marianne's with a cup that looks like a candy bar in it. So the next one is Amy and you. A really cute picture. I don't know when it was, but I'm sure you'll remember it. And then the following picture here is of Hannah. Again, I'm sure it's probably been a long time since you've seen either one of those, but I just thought I'd add some narration for Adele for these 3 photos that she sent.
Amy and Ralph still live in Washougal, Washington, and they have been married for 32 years. Mary, Amy's second child, lives in Vancouver, Washington, and works as an aide in a senior retirement home. Andrew, Amy's oldest child, lives in Vancouver, Washington, and has worked for Home Depot for about 9 years and has received many employee recognitions. Hannah and Steve have been married 8 years and live in Santa Maria. Elaine, Amy's youngest child, lives in Vancouver, Washington, and owns her own business, Yellow Blossom Cleaning. Benjamin is her son, your great-great-grandson.
Here's some pictures, Mom, of Trevor's family. We'll go through a few of them here. This picture was taken this year, I believe, up at north of Flagstaff, in front of the north of the San Francisco peaks, which are the peaks you see up there behind them. Trevor SWAT team does a camping trip once a year, and this is the general area that they go to. I was able to join them the last couple of years, and it was fun to be with them. In the picture, you have good old Benjamin on the right, and then Trevor, and then next to him is Molly and Abby in the turquoise top, and then cute little Catherine there. The two puppies are sisters. The one on the left is Athena. The gray and white one is Athena, and the brown and white one is Artemis. They're a lot of fun. They're very energetic. Next photo, I'm not sure where it is. It's just one that was sent to me. It's called Abby on a really, really impressive rock cliff looking over a valley somewhere. I know they do a lot of stuff up north and a lot of camping up there, so I don't know exactly where it is, but it looks like it was fun. Some pictures of each of them on that spot. Here's Benjamin in the same spot, and then Catherine. She looks a little tentative, and we get the whole group, and there she looks a lot more happy. And there's obviously Benjamin, Abby, and Catherine. Here they are. Looks like they're getting ready to go to school. I'm not sure, but this is a play thing they have in their backyard, and they all look very very studious and happy. Here they are in front of the school they go to, Gavilan Peak School, and Catherine this year in 2025 started going to I think it might be pre-K. She's very excited about it. They all look very excited about going to school. And then there's this one that I believe is Abigail's confirmation. You can see Abby there on the right with the red sash and the white dress. And then Molly. And in between Molly and Trevor is Benjamin. And then Catherine standing in front of all of them. Beautiful family. All right, Mom. Here's some pictures of Kyle's family. This first one was taken a couple of years ago, actually several years ago. Again, in fact, I think all of these pictures of Kyle's family are Marie's family's reunion in South Lake Tahoe. This first one was a couple of years ago. We took a tram ride up the ski lift just to see what it was like from the mountain up there. And here you've got a young Allie Allison down there with a Elmo shirt on or dress on, and there's me, of course, and then a tentative-looking Emma next to me. It's a beautiful day up there. It was a lot of fun. Next is Emma and me at Park Ridge Elementary School. Emma received an award, and yeah, I don't remember how long ago that was, but that was a lot of fun. Here are the two girls. This was this year's. They're holding up. Again, this is Emma's in 5th grade. And good old Allie in her first day of kindergarten. That's cool. That was a cute picture. And again, this is up at Tahoe. I think they took a hike at the end of around the Emerald Bay area. Emma standing by a really beautiful waterfall. And here's the family all together. Again, up to the right is Allie being held by Megan. And then there's Emma standing next to her daddy. And that's Kyle next to Emma. And again, here's Megan, and then Emma, and then the little face down the very bottom is Allie with a beautiful backdrop of water. And the whole family. Good hold. Allie on the right, Megan, and Emma, and then Kyle off to the left, upper left. Next one here's, and it's the whole family there. Again, down in the bottom left is Allie. They're holding some big pine cones. And Emma. And then obviously there's Megan and Kyle. This is, behind them is Emerald Bay. You can see over in the background that mountain in the very back where those two closer mountains come down to a point. That's the entrance to Emerald Bay. And just to the right of Kyle's and above Kyle's head, there's an island in the middle of this bay with some kind of a building on top of it, a stone building on top. I don't know the history. And when you see them, they might be able to tell you. But it was fun. Megan, a couple of years ago, had scheduled a boat, 3 or 4 years ago, I guess. And we took a boat ride through here. And that was a lot of fun. And then 2 years ago, Dory, Marie's cousin, and one of her better friends, rented a pontoon boat that we also came over to this part of the lake, and it was fun. The kids jumped off, and it was Dory's family and a few families. I was invited as an extra add-along. Had a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable. We had hoped to do it this year, but the storm came up and they canceled it, and unfortunately it was a good thing they did, because this past year they had a very, very unfortunate boat wreck just outside of the entrance here to Emerald Bay, and a very bad boating accident due to the weather. And then here's the last one of their family. Here's good old Allie. We're sitting on the beach. Looks like a whole lot nicer day. We had fun, but actually the storm that caused the boat crash came up shortly after we got there, and this nice, pleasant, sunny day turned into a very bad, blustery day. And you can see behind there, just right above Allie's head, is Catherine. And while you can't see their faces, the two people standing there, the one with the hat looking down, that's Molly, and then right off to her left is Trevor. So there's some pictures to share with you of Kyle and Megan and the family. So hope you enjoy. These next photos, Mom, are of Ryan Canoyan when he came over to go to Grand Canyon University. When he first moved over, I offered to help with some initial transportation and things that they needed initially until Ryan got settled with his best friend and then there are other people that he met at the university. All three of these photos are at Freddy's. Just like you, they like Freddy's a lot. First one is me, and then Ryan's the next one to the left, to my right. And then there's Laura, and then there's Eric. And let's see, the next one is Ryan with a New York ball cap on, and then Glenn looking over his right shoulder. Becky and me. Next one is very similar. Is Eric, and Ryan, and over in the corner is Aubrey, his sister, and then Laura, and then me. And this last one is in Ryan's dorm room at Grand Canyon University. Actually, his dorm room were 2 sets of rooms with a common area in between. And he and his best friend had one set of on one side of the room, and another couple of boys at the other side. And then there was this common area where Aubrey was setting up a bookcase. And I'm not sure what Glenn and I were doing on our phones, but that's me on the right on the sofa, and then that's Glenn. And that was a fun time to have Ryan over here and help him get settled in. And like I say, it's just a lot of fun. Mom, I just couldn't leave this picture out of the series of videos and images. I think this is so cute. This is you at your new house with a puppy on your lap, and it looks like 3 kittens crawling all over you. Kittens are just so cute. Like I said, I couldn't fess this one up. So this one just, I think, shows your spirit. A lot of love there. And in the first one, there's you sitting in front of your cake, and up over your left shoulder is Molly holding a very young Benjamin, and next to her is Trevor holding a very young Abigail. Again, I don't remember when it was, and I'm sorry I don't remember who the girl is on the right there. I don't know. It might be Megan's family. I'm not sure. The next photo is at your same birthday, and I'm real smart. I know that by the cake and your dress. It's you standing in front of your table. And you look like you don't want your picture taken. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one is at your new home at Mary Ann's, and it looks like I baked you a pumpkin pie for the event. And I don't know what the puppy's name is. It's wanting me to pet it, but you want it in the picture too. And then there's you, and over in the corner, trying not to be in the picture. It looks like that's Adele. I'm not sure why she didn't want to be in the picture, but there it is. The next two are the same birthday, and I don't think it says what the year is on the cake, but there's you with the cake. And the next one is you with the cake, and standing behind you is Adele, and next to her is Becky, and next to Becky is Glenn. This last photo, if I remember correctly, again, is a birthday as well. And if I recall, you wanted, or your request was to have Chinese food for your meal. So this is you with your cake and your Chinese food dinner. I think that's a cool thing. Hi, Mom. This is Danny. We've come to the end of the series of photographs and videos that we all put together for you. We hope you enjoyed them, and want you to know that if I've set it up right, it should continue in a loop and play continuously until somebody shuts the viewer off. But before we end this all, there's one other little video I'd like to put together for you. It's revolves around a photograph that was taken many, many years ago that is one of my favorites. So hope you enjoy it. It's nothing, and again, I hope you have positive thoughts about it. Don't want you to be sad. I want you to have positive. All right, we love you. Thanks. Bye, Mom. Hi, Mom. Not sure that you remember the road trip you, Dad, and I took on your 25th wedding anniversary. One of the places we ended up was at a town called Bodie, Nevada. It's a national or state park that they're restoring. And, well, not restoring. They're actually trying to maintain it in the condition it's in. So what they do is they replace roofs to make sure they don't degrade any further. So what I've got here, and again, one of the photos that was taken during that trip is one of my favorites. And what I've got is a little series of videos, and we're going to start in Bodie Park. And then you're going to see a photograph of the actual mining town from the hill across the way, which is at their historic cemetery. And I tried to find the very same location that we were at when we took that road trip, and I took a picture of you and Pop in the cemetery. And I think I got pretty darn close. Some things have changed. Some things have fallen down in the cemetery. Some little enclosures for the sites, and then they were apparently rebuilt. And then you can see new roofs on the houses in back, the town in back. So I'm going to show you that. There's going to be a little transition in the middle, and then we're going to finally end up with the photo that I have a place in my heart for. So again, enjoy, and we hope you enjoy this entire production, and we wish you the best. We love you, Mom.